It's exactly 1 minute gone past 9 a.m. A very good morning to you, and thank you for staying with us on Diamond 88.7 FM. This is News Sponge, a news and current affairs compilation of topical story headlines making the round. I am your host, BISOLA ODUWOLE SULEIMAN. You're welcome. Here are the headlines trending in the news this morning. You have been a spiritual fortress, Tinubu First Lady Hail Adeboye at 84. No Aso Rock kitchen staff arrested over alleged plot to poison Tinubu, says presidency. Akpabio Oluremi Tinubu unveil National Assembly Chapel after 19-year wait. Electoral Act. Why National Assembly approved electronic manual transmission. This is according to Abbas. Federal government building roads that will last 100 years, says Umahi. Simon Umahi, nothing wrong being accused of chasing a woman. Minister direct IBDC to improve free meter installation service delivery. Still making the rounds this morning, the Middle East crisis, IGP puts police commands on red alert. Minister urges youths to verify information before sharing. And on 2027, Turaki-led PDP begins nationwide membership drive on Monday. Kwara Poly reopens on Monday after protest. Still on the political scene, Ekiti 2026, my campaign will be decent, issue-based, says Oyebanji. Osho APC endorsed Tinubu based on performance vision, says Oyetola. Governor Wifuru directs security agencies to rescue kidnapped Ebonyi monarch. That's it on the local scene. Moving on to the foreign scene. A war, 48 Iran leaders killed in U.S.-Israeli operations, says Trump. 9 killed, 11 missing after Iran missile attack on Israel. Airspace closed, 5 flights cancelled as U.S.-Iran conflict flares. At least 20 killed after military plane carrying banknotes crashes in Bolivia. Moving into the world of sports, EPL, it will be nets again as Fulham overcome Tottenham. And on the EPL table, Arsenal beat Chelsea, re-established 5-point gap ahead of Man City. And those are the major headlines making the rounds this morning. It was compiled and edited by Abiodun Akinwumi. For sponsorship or advert placement, kindly contact our sales and marketing office on 091 2929 4332 or 09077 227120. Coming up next is the Diamond Breakfast Show, where we discuss and have an in-depth analysis on some of the topical stories making the rounds this morning. Don't forget you can follow us by logging on to any of the Diamond FM online platforms. Our website, www.diamondfm.net, where you can listen to us from any part of the world or keep up to date with us via all our social media pages. I am BISOLA ODUWOLE SULEIMAN. The Diamond Breakfast Show commences shortly. Please stay with us.
There's certainly more to radio than what you've ever experienced. Good Diamond FM, radio's not just about talking, it's about the laughter, solutions, and to express yourself. And most importantly, companionship. On Diamond 88.7 FM, radio is real. At Diamond FM, we've got you.
The major talking points in Nigeria are always on the lips of the citizens.
What's going on in this country? Look at some countries taking it and you call yourself giant of Africa. Yeah.
Don't my business too much. It's too hard for us. I want to kill you. I'm not killing for Nigeria. Please, so help us back them.
They should reduce the expenditure so that they can free enough money for social development.
I wish for a Nigeria where we elect a leader based on competency and not popularity.
On the Diamond Breakfast Show, we place the spotlight on the critical issues in the country.
Governments that say they are broke can prioritize construction of an additional runway over education of the people.
And the government, how can you hold in the mean? It's intolerable. It's provocative.
Man, see, when you look at our democratic journey, we are yet to practice the new democratic system in Nigeria.
Join us on Monday to Friday on the DBS from 9 to 10 a.m. The Diamond Breakfast Show, amplifying the voice of the people.
From the studios of Diamond 88.7 FM in Loring, this is the Diamond Breakfast Show.
A beautiful Monday morning to you. You're tuned in and listening to Diamond 88.7 FM. Laurie, happy new month to you from all of us at Diamond 88.7 FM. This is the second day in the month of March 2026. And we're still in the Ramadan and Lenten season. We wish you the very best as you step out of your homes today. Please ensure that you stay safe. Make sure that whatever it is you're wearing is weather friendly. And, just stay safe and make sure that your children are also safe as well. Welcome to another amazing edition of the program Diamond Breakfast Show. On the Diamond Breakfast Show, we take a look at stories, political stories, economic stories, security, any story that, we can bring to your attention, any story that affects Nigerians, that affects us globally as well. We take a look at these stories, we dissect it with our guest analyst. We also open up our platforms to you to also contribute your quota and react to the stories as well. However, when you're reacting, please ensure that your statements are short and precise. Let's go straight to the point. When you call in, please turn down the volume of your radio, turn it off completely, or move away from where your radio is so we can enjoy the conversation this morning. My name is BISOLA ODUWOLE SULEIMAN. I'm your host on the Monday edition. And this morning, we'll be taking a look at, a couple of stories. We'll be looking at global conflict, which has, now become a thing. Here and there, we see stories of countries facing off at each other from time to time. We'll look at the recent story between Iran, Israel, and the United States of America. We'll be talking about that this morning and, everything that surrounds it as well. And then back in Nigeria as well, we'll look at concerns raised by former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, in the 2023 elections, where he has raised concerns over worsening insecurity in the country, warning that more than 1,000 Nigerians have reportedly lost their lives between January and February 2026, and many more have been kidnapped or are still missing as well, and that politicians should rather unite and fight this particular battle instead of politicking at this point in time. And then we would also take a look at what happened in Abia State. When we talk about press freedom, we talk about that a lot of times. And thankfully, I have a journalist here in the studio. This has to do with an issue that happened between Governor Alex Oti of Abia State, involving him and a journalist, a heated exchange between him and a journalist. We'll take a look at that. We'll listen to the clip on the program this morning. It promises to be an interesting conversation. Joining me in the studio, I have ODUWOLE Adidiji right here. He is a veteran journalist. He's a public affairs analyst and a concerned Nigerian. Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Good to have you.
Good to be here again.
All right, it's good to have you on the program. All right, let's get into the first story of the day. And this has to do with U.S.-Israel attack on Iran, the killings, the fallout, and every other thing that, and then the global fear that, why do we keep having conflict here and there? We have it in, African countries. Nigeria is also battling insecurity. We have, a couple of other issues as well. Russia-Ukraine war is still there. There's no end to that right now. And then now we have the U.S.-Israel attack on Iran. This particular tension, it caused a lot of tension over the weekend, where we saw different videos of, strikes that happened. Between Iran has confirmed that one of the deaths of its supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, alongside several senior military commanders and government figures. Reports indicate that dozens of top Iranian leaders were killed during this particular strike that happened. It says that the attack targeted key military and government locations across Iran, including strategic command centers believed to house senior political and defense officials. The strikes reportedly took place in major Iranian cities, including Tehran, in what the United States and Israel have called a carefully planned military operation. Now, for Iran, this is not just a military loss. This Ali Khamenei, it doubles as the religious leader and then the leader of the nation, exactly, over there as well. Now, for decades, there have been tensions between Iran and Israel. The U.S. has weighed into this matter, and then it's becoming bigger than expected. What are your thoughts about this? Let's start from there. What are your thoughts about this airstrike carried out? And then Iran has also fired back, and they have also confirmed that about 9 people have been killed in Israel, and some still missing as well. Let's talk about that quickly before we get into the details of this particular one.
First, I want to join the people of Iran, sympathize with them on this occasion. When a nation loses its head of government, then that nation certainly is in a grave. And so I join them to sympathize with them, commiserate with them on this. Now, coming to the issue between Iran and United States of America and Israel, well, I'm happy you said something earlier on. It's been on for decades, so it's not just today. And so the conflict between Iran and U.S. and in fact Israel is not just today. But one thing I want to observe is that, you see, when two people are once friends, to the extent that they at a point there had been military pacts between them. So when things fall apart between them, you can imagine how devastating it can be. And that is perhaps the position of the situation now.
All right.
Now, we got to know at a point that this Al-Qaeda leader in Afghanistan, what's his name again, that led to some war, was actually a Saudi Arabian, later based in Afghanistan, and later was in Iran. At the time that I had issues with Iran, at the instance of Iran, I have not compared it. I already said it was eventually trained. The instance of Iran by America in America. So, and at a point, even this late Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was also friendly with Israel, to the extent that if Iran has issues with one of the Middle East states, then Iran will want to be sympathetic to Israel at a point. So they were, at one time or the other, they were pals, particularly when it comes to having pacts between them or among them on war matters. Right. So when things go awry between them, it can be devastating. But the unfortunate thing is that where it happens like that, this time around, I mean, the supreme head of that nation lost his life in this matter.
The process.
But in the process, along the line, when issues like that get to this point, you can imagine several innocent civilians, innocent citizens that will also lose their lives. And I hope the United Nations and all the world organizations that are saddled with the responsibility of coordinating issues on the globe will look more seriously on that, in that direction, and make sure that they wade in early in time to avert this kind of devastating issues between them. But maybe once again, I want to say the issues, like I analyzed earlier on, between Iran, Israel, and America is not just today. And so other nations of the world should be careful in want to make sure that they use their own country as well to cause commotions, fighting on behalf, showing sympathy or supporting one side or the other.
All right.
Causing citizens of their own country to lose their lives. We should be careful about it. This is a diplomatic strain between some once friendly nations, and then they have been coming in and out of this kind of situation in the past.
All right.
I hope they will come out of this one as well.
And now, talking about coming out of it, look at what just happened. The strike killed the leader of Iran. Do you think this could, stop the hostility, or is it going to deepen the crisis? Because look at it. I don't think any nation would be okay with another country coming in to take out their leader in this manner. Do you think that this can actually, calm down the tensions between these nations, or do you think it could deepen hostility?
Of course, no nation will take it kindly with another nation that come in and did not just attack the nation, but take away the head of their government. And of course, we naturally will expect that Iran will want to hit back. And you have just reported now that they have hit back at Israel, and about 9 people are dead already. That's what I'm saying. You see, at the end of the day, more innocent citizens of these nations will suffer most. It will certainly escalate. It will certainly incite reactions from either of the sides. And then where that reactions come up, you can imagine what will happen. It is still going to be, it's not a matter of going to a poultry to kill chickens now. It is about human beings. And to the extent that either of the side that strikes, we want to beat his chest, how many lives it has killed. And it's not a good thing for human race.
Under the international law, could strikes like this be justified? Keep, attacking one nation, all because of you're probably uncomfortable with certain things.
That is why I said, since 1948 or thereabout, the United Nations was born, and it is started with certain responsibilities, including these kind of situations. So ahead of this, that's why I say United Nations and any other world bodies that are in charge of resolving conflicts that is tending to lead to this kind of thing should moving as quickly as possible. At times, people want to say United Nations is America, America is United Nations, but then every nation of the world that is a member has their representatives there. So if at their General Assembly or whatever, the number of those who are opposed to a decision of a nation to fight another nation are more, certainly the UN will have to move in and make sure that this is prevented. There are instances where they move peacekeeping forces to such nations and they down it, and then they protect the people. But if that is not done, that is why it is free, that they just move in. And the President of America, for instance, and even the late Ayatollah, each time it is on their side, the head of such government will now be beating their chest. inciting, provoking the anger even the more on the other side. So, but like I said, there are bodies since 1940s that are responsible for making sure that this thing does not really happen.
All right.
So they are the ones I want to implore now, that they should move in ahead of time. It is not just yesterday that they woke up that they want to fight. It has been on for some time. So they should come in now.
All right. We really look forward to, seeing what the United Nations would do in this particular situation. Because when you say that these countries should, come together and, have people who would speak against it, if they have more people who are opposing. But let's also not forget that a lot of countries, every country has allies. If the the United States and Israel and the others have more allies who are for this particular thing, it could continue.
Yes, it could continue.
And that is a very big issue, it's a very big concern.
Yeah.
Should the world be worried? Let's look at Russia and Ukraine, for example. I mentioned that in my introduction. This one happening we also know what is going on in Venezuela. We know what is going on with Iran, Israel, and the United States, and so many other countries as well. Should we be concerned? How should, other countries of the world see these issues, and how can we prevent such from happening? We remember that last week there were exchange of words between the two countries before this particular strike actually happened. If you strike, I will strike back. If you do this, I'm going to do that. And then it eventually happened. How can we ensure that this is prevented? And hopefully, we're hoping that this particular tensions would die down. But for other countries, what lessons can we take from them?
It is possible if other nations who are members can move around, form themselves into a group, move around other, because we have got to a level in the modern world that the world lobby is possible. So if certain countries in Africa, certain countries in Asia, certain countries in the Middle East or wherever, in South America, they feel that, this thing should not happen. And they move around all these continents to sensitize their fellow members of UN, and they move in there it's a matter of lobby. By the time you are in the majority, you can still have a say.
All right.
But the unfortunate thing, like I was trying to say, is that the economic aspect, most of these developing nations rely on either of these powerful world. Countries in the Middle East, they are oil rich. So they can decide to come to Africa, for instance, from the Middle East, and recruit some nations, give them some money, and they'll be on their side. So also is America and Russia. They are rich. So that is why smaller nations want to be careful. They just want to remain in their own enclose, and then protect themselves. You see some nations have not even commented since yesterday. They were careful because maybe the one economic tie or the other is between them or either of these nations. So they have to be very careful.
All right, let's take some reactions right here. Let me know what your thoughts are on this particular one. Do you think the attack was necessary for global security, or, an avoidable escalation, something that could have been avoided, something that could have been prevented through dialogue? Do let us know. Call us on 0913-655-6952 or send a message on WhatsApp on 0913-655-6864. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle.
Good morning. What's your name?
Happy new month, happy new week of great mercy.
What is your name? Thank you very much.
Special Mother and Israel Professor Sayodele on the line.
All right, go ahead, ma'am.
We have received many explanations for the grace, more wisdom, sir, ma.
Thank you, ma'am.
In a situation like this, the country, they have to look into what is causing the fight all the time. And their leaders supposed to go around and dialogue together. They're supposed to be friends and look into what is causing all these things. But in the Bible, there is a court already, but they can do prayers to fight it.
Right.
My own suggestion is that their leaders, they must go around and dialogue and look into evil, causing all this fighting every time.
All right.
Happy holy season.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Prophetess. 0913-655-6952. When you're calling, please go straight to the point or send us a message on WhatsApp. 0913-655-6864. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
This is Dr. Olawale.
All right, go ahead quickly, sir.
Part of this program. I want to talk briefly on the issue of Iran and Israel. I have a pity so for them. But according to the current appointment of right now, so there's supposed to be a synergy and relationship between the countries to see Iran people and settle matters amicably. They are fighting war. So my advice for them is to please dialogue and find the right solution to the current issue.
All right. All right, thank you very much. 0913-655-6952. This one says, good morning, BISOLA and our guest. What is happening in the world to me has not come as a surprise. They are all signs of the end time. There are some of these happenings that prayer cannot solve because the words of God will not go unfulfilled. Countries engage in senseless wars without minding the destruction of innocent lives. Take a look at the cause. It is all about struggle for power or resources. With the way things are going, can there be peace in the world? That's from Elder Yemi Ashaja. Let's take this call. Hello. All right, keep the calls coming in. 0913-655-6952. This one says, okay, we'll take that. Let's take this call quickly. Hello.
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 Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
Good morning. My name is Peter. I'm calling from Okolo.
All right, go ahead.
I've been listening to this conversation, but the whole thing looks somehow mixed. But we cannot separate the word of God from all this conflict that is happening around the world. You know, Bible already said it that they will hate heaven and every pathway. The state of our world will not go unfulfilled. I think all this thing is just a sign of end of the world. I don't believe we can be managing it. Because Bible says that the end is not yet. In book of Matthew chapter 24, I think from verse 6 to 9 or so. So can we say that word of God will not fulfill? It's God that created the world. It's God that said that this and that will happen. We will only manage it. I don't believe there's anything we can do to avert it. We can do managing it until God did do what He wanted to do.
All right. Thank you very much.
I'm a Christian, to thank God. I'm an elder. I refuse to go that way initially.
Okay.
It is true. The Bible said so. But the same Bible that told us that these are the signs of the end times. Yes. But it likened it to a fig tree. Jesus Christ said, when you see a fig tree and the leaves are coming down, and then you can know that the evening time is near. So the evening time is near now. But at the same time, that does not mean we should all fold our arms in the war and allow the ocean to sink. One day we still have to be doing our best as human beings.
And that's why he said we can manage it as well.
Yeah, we can manage it, but the thing is this. The Bible has also said it, that if my people who are called by my word, by my name, change their ways, abandon their sinful ways, and repent from their sins, if they call upon me, I will hear them and mark this, and will heal their land.
All right.
So if we still want to go spiritual, then we can go spiritual and appeal to God.
All right.
For the sake of the innocence in the world today.
We need to go on a quick break. We will be right back. We'll talk more on this particular matter. It is the Diamond Breakfast Show, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM.
ìgúnfẹ̀ burúkú àti inú kíkọ́ inú kíkọ́ gáàsìkọ́ ní oògùn tó dára tó máa ṣe pépé kò yẹ ká jẹun kó má lè digest o. eré sálátù aláti àtayọ nínú bá ti ń kàn mí máa tètè gbé relief food comfort ilé bàlá bí àgbàwẹ̀ mi máa tètè gbé. Gasco antacid, ó yára ká máa lò bàbá ti jẹ gàrí tàbí ká ṣe nǹkan. Gasco antacid, ilé-iṣẹ́ Fixing Healthcare PLC ló ṣe é. Gasco, fast relief full comfort.
Omar, when did you start bringing surprise iftar packages home? Sing Walter Guinea.
I didn't buy this one. Remember that woman I said I helped this morning with a heavy generator?
Yes, how can I forget?
That same one. Her grandson Ibrahim bought this massa and Malta Guinness.
See, sharing goodness brings blessings. Please pass me the can of Malta Guinness. We need to call our neighbors to join us at the table.
This Ramadan, nourish your iftar with the great taste of Malta Guinness. Malta Guinness, sharing goodness brings blessings.
Better being iron and care, be good for your body, yeah. Are you not aware? Polyback day for yeah. Now your day friend, for your blood if it's 10 over 10. Oh yeah. Do your best, just to hit on party testing. Love builder for everybody, healthy body for everybody, Perupina, product of Beats in healthcare.
Diamond FM, your one-stop dial.
Better being iron and care, be good for your body, yeah.
Ìsàyè jí pépé wà ní òmìnira pẹ̀lú ferrobin iron fún ìwọ àti fún èmi. Ara tó jí pépé, ọkàn tó wà lálàáfíà. Ferrobin ní tiwa. Ferrobin iron àti folic acid. Kò sófò mọ́, owó rẹ̀ bápò rẹ̀, ó sì wà lárọ̀ọ́wọ́tó. Oògùn olómi tí ń ṣọ̀rẹ́ ọmọdé. Rí i wípé o yege lójoojúmọ́. Ferrobin ní ọ̀nà. Ferrobin láti ilé-iṣẹ́ 50 Healthcare PLC. Ó wà ní gbogbo ilé ìtajà oògùn jákèjádò orílẹ̀-èdè. Ferrobin, èròjà afúnilẹ́jẹ̀ tó dájú.
Announcement. The wait is over. Samsung has unveiled the powerful new S26 series, and it is now available for pre-order at Femtech. Experience unmatched speed, breathtaking camera clarity, intelligent AI features, and a design that defines premium. Be among the first in Nigeria to own the future. Pre-order the new Samsung S26 series today at Femtech and receive free gift items worth over 500,000 naira. Secure yours now with a pre-order deposit of 500,000 naira. Allocation is strictly limited. Call 0809 999 6565, 0809 999 6565, or visit www.femtechit.com today. Femtech, get more for less.
Omar, since when did you start bringing surprise iftar packages home? See water, Guinea.
I didn't buy this one. No. Remember that woman I said I helped this morning with a heavy generator?
Yes, how can I forget?
That same one. Her grandson Ibrahim bought this massa and Malta Guinness.
See, sharing goodness brings blessings. Please pass me the can of Malta Guinness. We need to call our neighbor to join us at the table.
This Ramadan, nourish your iftar with the great taste of malted Guinness. Malted Guinness, sharing goodness brings blessings.
Diamond FM, radio made for you.
Welcome back from that break. It is still the Diamond Breakfast Show, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM. Ilorin, my name is BISOLA. ODUWOLE SULEIMAN, and I still have with me ODUWOLE Adedeji right here in the studio. And before we went on that break, we spoke about the U.S., Israel, and Iran conflict, which is currently ongoing, and it's really sad that so many people have to lose their lives in that process. We have a couple of reactions here. Let me take this one. It says, "Do not play God. God designed the earth for humanity to subsist and flourish. Every attempt for a man to dominate or subdue a fellow man always results in conflict. With all his pride, man is dependent on his environment to survive. Absence of oxygen for a few minutes, and he's unalive. For peace to reign, no man should play God." That's from Kolade Ayinde from Amsterdam. And Jimo Jami says, "As a country, just have power and necessary weapons. International laws are useless where world powers are talking. Nigeria must build her power and be ready." Okay, for this kind of scenario, may we never have such. Good morning, House. To me, October 7 attack caused the recent hostility. Things were getting better before. Let the world condemn any act of terrorism, and no country should be allowed to sponsor terrorists. That's from Isa Mohammed from Ilori. We have the score. Let's take it quickly, and then we move on. Hello. Hello, good morning. What's your name?
I'm Bamidili.
Good morning. All right, go ahead.
I have 3 years about this problem.
Okay.
The first year is to call on non-Nigerians. This is not a close war. Iran is not a Muslim country. I consider to be there. Israel is not a Christian country. So we take issue of the Muslim attack. That's number one. Number two is you can see the form that no more united, no more work, the world's best organization. Nothing is working. It's now strong. If we are saying the one against Iran is the Bagita or the Middle parameter,
what of the removal of the Venezuela president? We all pray and condemn this act. We are president of a sovereign country. I believe with you or not. That's dangerous. It's dangerous to the world, not only to Iran or Venezuela.
All right.
If not President Cuba is taking us, most of that country, there's one other country. So the whole world should rise against that.
All right. God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much. And I would quickly like to take this one as well. Somebody said something here that is related to what he said. He said that in Nigeria we have, Muslims supporting Iran. Some are waiting for, Iran to win this particular war. Israel, we have some Christians also saying, they hope Israel wins this particular war. And Mr. Bamdelige just got to say, this is not a religious war. These are countries fighting for, superiority and the likes. We could not make it something about religion. It has nothing to do with that.
I think he has spoken well. We need to educate ourselves in Nigeria. Take, for instance, I want to start by saying even government needs to do something as quickly as possible. As I heard today, Sheikh Gumi had issued a statement calling the late head of Iran as a martyr. That martyrdom, it was a martyrdom, it was died for so and this and this. So, and when other religious leaders begin to speak like that, their followers want to, even locally, begin to foment trouble. And Mr. Bamdelige has said the right thing. I'm a Christian, I've been to Israel, and I know that Israel is never a Christian state. I don't know, but I've never been to Iran. But most of the time, people take any of these Middle East states as a Muslim religious state. But we have seen instances where Iran had gone to Mecca to launch an attack. So it goes to say that it is more of their political thing, their governments, different governments, and one thing or the other had caused conflict between them. They were once friends. When Iran and America were friends, did they not think of their religion at that time? To the extent that there were some military pacts, war pacts between them. So citizens of other countries should just be careful. They should not bring religion into this. And even if the kind of style of government that they want in one place or the other, it's not in the other place, they should not allow it to even affect their own nation in the first instance. And government, I want to repeat again, has a duty quickly here to warn religious leaders in Nigeria to steer off. Because neither of these countries, is Trump a pastor? Is he a church? So why are we mixing things up?
All right. Israel says, I cannot even understand what the cause of this Israel, Iran, and U.S. clash is. The funniest part is Nigerian Christians are praying for U.S. and Israel to win, and Muslims praying for Iran to win. We are funny in this country, honestly. Remember, we have our own here, Gidigba. May peace reign between the countries involved. That's from Israel from Chanka. Let's quickly touch on, the second story. I don't want us to flog this one for too long. The phone line is still buzzing. But let's take a look at, insecurity in Nigeria. Let's come back to, our own business. Exactly. Nigeria's worsening security situation has, once again turned into a national conversation. Of course, we haven't stopped talking about it, but Peter Obi recently came out to speak about this particular situation. He warned that the country may be losing focus on what truly matters, the safety of its citizens. In recent statement, he raised an alarm that more than 1,000 Nigerians have reportedly been killed within the first 2 months of 2026, with thousands more abducted in different parts of the country. Now, according to him, violent attacks, kidnapping, village invasions, and mass shootings have now spread across more than 25 states nationwide. He argued that while political conversations are increasingly centered on, power calculations, zoning arrangements, campaign strategies.
Towards 2027.
Exactly. Ordinary citizens are left to face their survival, are left to struggle.
To carry their cross.
Exactly. To, daily threats that actually affect their survival from time to time. That why are we shifting the conversation from things that actually matter rather than, yes, it also politics matters, but we're taking our attention away from governance and we're looking at politicking at this point. He even said that it is actually dividing, this matter is dividing politicians rather than bringing them together. politicians coming together to work together to fight this thing that is eating our country up. That, it's a big problem. Insecurity is something that affects us in many, many ways. It affects all sectors of the society. But we're not looking at that. We're looking at politics. We're looking at 2027. We're looking at how politicians are looking at how they can get back into government while Nigerians are suffering. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. Peter Obi had come again and he has been speaking for quite some time now. And you cannot totally say because of political interest. What he's saying is totally untrue. And for a Nigerian like him to show concerns like this, I say kudos to him. And I wish he does not throw up his political interest and face this one. He will become the superhero of Nigerians. He is damn right. Insecurity in Nigeria is getting worse each day. And it is so saddening that our leaders are more concerned about election to the extent that INEC has come up with the timetable, and it is more like even election might be completed this year to accommodate 6 months before handing over so that they will have completed everything. So the National Assembly, the government, and everybody is, even at the state level, even at the local government level, are more concerned about that. They have looked away from the state of insecurity.
So are you trying to say that politics is overshadowing?
It is, of course, it is. You see, look, people, the insurgents have been going, terrorists have been going to worshiping centers to attack people. I've never heard of an instance where political gathering, they go there to attack politicians there. Congresses have been here across the country for a particular political party. They have done local government, they have done ward, then they are doing state congresses here and there. They will gather when people have, has there been any report of attack on them by insurgents? That means where they are gathered, they get themselves more protected. And you and I, other Nigerians, are just left to carry our cross. Right. I think government should wake up and address this thing. If I have my way, I would have said, can you just suspend election for now? Because what is the essence of struggling to vote somebody? And we don't know who among us that will live to that day of the election.
Elder, but that's what I want to ask you. Yes, we're facing insecurity and it's a big problem. Yeah. But we also know that governance is a continuum. It's something that, we need to also, continue this such that we can have people who would steer the affairs of the state or of the nation, the local government and the likes. So should we now put every other thing on hold and fight insecurity first? Does that mean that other aspect of, the nation or other aspect of governance or other aspect of, our lives do not matter because we're facing insecurity?
There are exigencies. There are certain conditions. There are certain things in our life that are so exigent, and which government can not afford to look away from. But the one that affects everyone is more important. If we can shape some more of these activities to accommodate insecurity, that would be better. Like I rightly said, if it has happened once, God forbid anyway, politicians are gathered somewhere in one stadium and then suddenly these kidnappers go there and they pick the head of whatever a political party, they scatter. You can imagine, it could lead to a serious decision on the part of the government. But then, it's because where they are gathered, they get themselves more protected than you and I, where we are. And so I implore governments at all levels to be more concerned about this matter. I know, left to me, I still commend government at state level in particular.
All right.
They are trying, because the limit of any governor in this circumstance, their efforts are limited. They still have to be at the mercy of the federal government. So we can see governors. Look at Soludo. Is it Soludo that went to the president and to go and say that, sorry, I need your special attention in my state. So many governors have been going like that. Right. But if that's something that they can do within their powers, they will have done it. So the box is tossed on the table of the federal government. And federal government should please devote more attention to insecurity in the country.
All right, thank you very much. Let's take this reaction. 0913-655-6952. Let us know what your thoughts are on this particular matter. Please go straight to the point. We have 30 seconds per person. Hello, good morning. Good morning. What's your name? Thank you.
please let us live together peacefully. Let us do for peace. And secondly, I'm appealing to government always. This insecurity, take care of it. Every day I used to say, we are losing people in this country too much.
All right.
But we pay little attention on it. I'm appealing to government.
All right.
People are dying.
All right.
Take care of security. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Godwin. Thank you for calling. This one says on OB, whatever a politician says is all politics. He himself is also going about campaigning when Anambra State, his state, is boiling. That's from Isa Mohammed from Ilorin. And on the first story says, if I have my ways, I would ask the UN Secretary General to resign. He lacks the ability to coordinate the world. All right. Hello.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hello, good morning.
This is Dr. Larry Okiki, exponent calling from Itakure.
All right, go ahead.
I wanted to contribute on the issue of insecurity in Nigeria. So it's being encouraged by our leaders and the political officials. So they are the ones that are weakening the effort of our law enforcement agents. So through pardoning the criminals, the reign of justice, which is justice denied, indiscipline, and corruption, so we can address all this. So our security will be all right as we want it.
All right.
So issues need to be addressed
right.
by our leaders.
Thank you very much. Thank you for calling. This one says, if we are to blame those who are engaging in politicking, there is no how Peter Obi can exonerate himself. He should also talk about what IPOB militants are doing in the southeast. Obi has never said anything about what is happening there. The security problem we have did not start today. We can end it if we truly want it to come to an end. All these agents of insecurity have their powerful backers. Elder Yemi Ashaju. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
I'm Delege.
All right. Go ahead, sir.
Some people used to attack the government. They have forgotten that Tinubu, he gained his permanence because of the present government in power. So Obi has that right. The only problem is that this one is the present government. He is part of it. He has already said he's contesting 2027 election as the presidential candidate. But he has not ever come out one day to tell government how to solve this problem. You only hear statistics. Sometimes on economy, dividing to other countries that are doing well because of some tax. But on this insecurity, he has never mentioned one. He has no alternative yet. I think it will be better for all of them to come together. We are in war, we are war, internal war. Let them all come together, put politics aside, and president, for God's sake, forget about the elections to APC for now. This is good.
All right. God bless Nigeria. Good morning, Ajay BISOLA. It says, I hope you are having a blissful Ramadan. Thank you, I am. And morning to our guest. The issue currently going on between USA and Israel and Iran is calls for caution among the citizens, especially here in Nigeria. What is going on is diplomatic, and we're facing our own. Don't let us add to it by our actions or words. The implications now is high oil price and inflation on the price of goods. Femi David from Ilorin. Thank you for that. Hello, good morning.
More wisdom.
Thank you.
Professor on the line.
30 seconds.
You know our leaders, they like themselves. We that are going to pick our voters card to vote for them by grace of God 2027. They didn't care enough for us for security issue. But they are parading up and down now for campaigning for 2027. Where people are dying with hunger, corruption everywhere. Our leaders, they should come to love and know how to protect us. Lord God hand.
All right.
Because it of 37 is too early. God will teach us, God will lead us more wisdom.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Prophetess. Thank you for your call. Now let's talk on the third issue, which has to do with freedom of the press, and sometimes some of the things that happen while journalists are carrying out their duties. And this has to do with something that happened between a journalist, that's Chika Onwabweze, and the governor of Abia State, Governor Alex Oti. He reportedly asked the governor to provide verifiable data showing how government policies are improved the economic conditions and living standards of residents in Abia State. Now, rather than responding with figures and the policy explanations, Governor Oti replied or he reacted angrily to this particular video clips. We have a video clip, but I don't think we have a lot of time to play that. Actually showed the governor describing the question and the journalist using words such as stupid, irresponsible, triggering, immediate backlash from a lot of people. I think I would try to play a short clip from that particular incident. Let's see if we can get something out. But that's basically what transpired. He asked the question.
I think I listened to
it. Okay.
I saw the video. I listened to it.
All right.
If time is not on our side, maybe you can just go ahead and discuss the matter.
Okay, let's go. So what were your thoughts when you saw that? How do we ensure that when journalists go out for their duties or when they go out performing their duties, first, let's look at the question that the journalist asked.
Okay.
You are a senior journalist.
Yeah.
Did he do anything wrong in that light? Did he?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
I'm a journalist. Thank God I'm a journalist. Yes, he did. You see, my news reporting teacher, on that interview, we are guided the way we ask our questions.
Okay.
Don't ask in such a way that will give room to suspect that you are being sponsored to ask the question. Just like we were also taught, don't ask questions in a manner that will be praising the person you are interviewing, you are asking questions from.
Okay.
Ask questions straight away. Now,
neutral.
Be neutral, the way you do it. The man, before he resorted to insulting him, he listed certain things that he had done, which absolutely had answered him. That he said he wants data that will show how these programs of government. He was only asking questions on road. The man went ahead to mention hospital, free transportation, free education, market, all those things that he had done that were never there before, that have been impacted the life of people of that state positively. He said, so why are you asking questions as if you are not living in this state? He asked him, where do you live? He said, if you live in Omar here, and in Omar here where you are, he was mentioning certain things. I mean, I was expecting a reporter at that point to realize his mistake and stand up again to ask the question the way he should have been, so I would not give room to suspect that he was sponsored. The man is a politician. He will have cause. So he gave him the opportunity. He said, can you now that I've listed this now, can you now ask your question, where has this one that I mentioned not impacted the life of citizens of Abia State positively? The man stood up, our colleague, and repeated the same question. That's why the man now resorted to insult. So, I mean, we have to go there. To the extent the man said that we give the privilege to be here. That is true. Those who were there in that hall that I saw were not all the journalists in the state. They selected some people out of respect to come. So, and when you get there, that is the way you ask your questions. Don't ask questions in a manner that will give the impression that you are sponsored. Don't also go there to ask the question as if it doesn't matter why you ask sympathy for that governor. Don't praise him. Be objective. And it's not compulsory that you must ask questions. They don't say why you are here, you must ask questions. So if anything, the man has simply gone, the journalist, Mr. Chika, was it?
Mr. Chukwueze.
I beg your pardon. I simply embarrass you and I. That's not the way professionals have done it.
All right. Let's take some reactions before we go, before we wrap up the program today. 0913-655-6952. What are your thoughts? This one says, journalists are trained to be humble, but I must be frank. Some journalists are on course. Okay. All right. Hello.
Hello, good morning, BISOLA.
Oh, good morning, sir. What's your name? Okay, Samuel, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Happy New Month.
I wish you the same.
Thank you. Same to you.
And may Almighty Allah bless you.
Amen. Amen. You too.
You know, I love the way Father reacted to the last topic we are on.
Thank you.
Because I'm in the profession, now want to be protecting. Say it the way it is. That's it. Don't let I love
sentimental unnecessarily.
Journalist. That's how it should be. In everything we do, you have to be diplomatic. Everything must must be if they are watch what. And on the second issue, let me, you know, yes, your issue of second concerning Peter Obi, you know, all these would are politicians. You know, when the seat at home.
Oh, no. Officer Mutiu, please call us back. We'd love to hear from you. This one says, good morning in the studio. I don't know what is wrong with some Nigerians. How is their issues are concerned? The two nations don't practice Christianity. Neither are they a Muslim country. Let them face their problems and we face ours. JC Obaso from Ofa. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Kyle Defending from Milan.
All right, go ahead.
The strength that President Tinubu is using for those governors for the effect to impact. If the president came first to make Nigeria even good, so like that will be good.
All right.
While I'm doing your best.
All right. Thank you very much.
Election is not the next for to next for our president to realize how people will not survive.
All right.
And the rest of it.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for your take. This one says, it isn't easy to police the world. That's what we are going through at the moment. Aliu from Ilorin. All right, Aliu, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, well done.
Thank you.
On the line.
All right.
The issue of journalists, it's not all of them is bad. So the journalists now, we are hearing many news. So many of them are good, but they should still continue to perform well, and they should not release fake news to us.
All right.
And they should not create problem in the nation. Because what you are facing in the nation is a lot. We are begging God to stop it.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Prophet. 0913-655-6952. One last call before we wrap up the program this morning. Let us know your take on this particular matter, and then we can go. Hello?
All
right, few seconds, sir. We need to go.
Yes. The problem is journalists of yesterday, like the president of journalists of school. See most news, even on radio station, TV station, they were social media without information. In those days, journalists, you see investigative journalism. Where the truth, the fact will be out for these days. Most journalists, they are tourists of social media.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Mr. Bamidele. And I think on that note, we need to wrap up the program. Thank you so much, Elder Wale Adedeji, for coming this morning. We really appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who called in and the ones who sent in messages. We appreciate it. We will not stop talking about Nigeria. It is our country. We have no other place. Like they say, there's no place like home. And this country will be better by God's grace. But we also have to play our part. And this is one of the things that we can do as a people. My name is BISOLA ODUWOLE SULEIMAN. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Do take care and stay safe.
This is Diamond FM 88.7. Setting the pace.